Ladies and gentlemen and graphic designers, we're going to do the part 4. We're going to totally finish this project up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little texture to it to maybe make it look a little more realistic. This will actually be really good with something like an orange that's has that orange peel texture, but it'll add a little bit to our eggplant too. Definitely if you do like an apple or cherry, it'll be good. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to go to this one. So my body with tablet, it's like the original one that it doesn't have the gradient mesh. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna make a copy of that so I don't mess it up. Okay, and I'll turn this one off. I'll move this one down, and then so I've got this one, and then on top of it I got this one. All right. So I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna go here now. One of the things we have to do is we have to custom make a color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click inside here, and I'm going to go to, I'm going to start with this color right here. I'm going to go to the color palette, and I'm going to, let's see here, I'm going to play around with it and get it to where I like it. Okay, no, I don't like that at all. Okay, so I'm customizing the color right there. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to drag this thing into the color palette. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to give it a name. Okay, and so that's how you get points, is by naming your swatch. All right, so I've got that swatch in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Effect, and I'm going to go to Artistic, and you can use any one you want. I think Sponge works the best. So I'm going to click on Sponge, and you can adjust the brush size, and you can adjust the definition. Play around with it and see how you like it. See what looks good. I'm going to, for just to make it faster, I'm going to click OK. And we're going to see what that looks like. Okay, so that's okay. It doesn't look good yet, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to go to Transparency and find my transparency. Okay, and I'm going to change it from normal. You can try different ones. I'm going to try Lighten, and then yeah, and then I'm going to go to the opacity, and I'm going to make it a little bit more see-through, something like that. A little bit more see-through, a little bit more see-through. Yeah, so it adds a little bit of texture, not a ton, but it makes it look nice. So basically I made this thing on top of it, and then I made it slightly see-through, so it affects it. So then when you throw on the crown on top, it looks kind of cool. All right, so what I want you guys to do is to finish this thing up, put your name on this thing with a font from dafont.com, and I want you to print it up. Oh, I forgot one thing. So one thing that we need to do before we print it up is we need to put a gradient behind it. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to make a new layer. I want you to create, you already created a cool gradient. So let's open our gradient tool, and we're going to do a nice rounded rectangle back behind here. Oh, it should be underneath it. Let's go to Control Z. That should have been on this layer right here. So we're going to go do a rounded rectangle behind it. Okay, and we're going to use one of these gradients or something like that. Probably use different colors though, so that it doesn't block it. That green doesn't look good with it. So maybe maybe just the original gray would look good. Okay, so I played around with it a little bit, and this is the gradient I came up with. So what I want you to do is print this up, cut it out on this rounded rectangle, and then mount it on black paper, and make sure your name's on there. So get a font with your name on it on there, and that will be great. All right, thanks guys. We did it.